Hello, YouTubeville. This is your boy JJ, or your man, or your whatever, your compadre, whatever you want to call me. And Heather, of course.
Hi, everybody. And Mr. Bingley.
Oh, yes, Mr. Bingley. Last video's best comment came from 5thDis39J. Lol, you two don't like anything out of place. We don't.
Yeah.
It's usually something different, though. Something bugs her and it doesn't bug me, and the other thing bugs me and doesn't bug her.
Yeah.
Usually.
And I love, playing those games where you have to search for something.
Mm-hmm.
So.
She loves dogs, for example.
I love animals.
Yes, she does.
Oh, and you guys see a cat back there. That's Dyson.
Yeah.
Mr. Dyson.
Mm-hmm. Today we're watching scary videos, Billnose. So make sure you're over there, like, subscribe, comment, all the lovely, funny things. Alright.
Yes.
You ready?
I think so, as long as Mr. Bingley stops acting up.
Yeah.
He waits
This
until
top
we
10
start
list of
recording, and he's
terrifying
like, "Oh, yeah,
videos
it's
will leave you
time."
scared and ensnared by creepy things meant to haunt your very dreams. And if you like what you see today, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more of everything Bill knows.
Okay, you can look.
No, Mr. Bingley.
Number 10. This extra creepy video was posted by a cleaning service after they had a scary experience on the 3rd floor. What's been caught on CCTV cameras has left everyone absolutely convinced that the place is haunted, beyond all explanation. First, the door to room 311 mysteriously opens on its own, and things get scarier from there. What they claim to be a real ghost is caught on camera walking down the hall. No one else is in the corridor at the time, at least no one that I can see. No one that is except for a possible ghost. At 20 seconds, nothing is across from the phantom reflection, aside from a blank white wall. And yet, the ghostly figure appears out of nowhere, turns the corner, and disappears just as mysteriously as it came. Tell me if you think this is special effects or a real ghost sighting. Based on what they've caught on tape, I think I'm going to side with the janitor on this one. Creepy stuff indeed.
I think it was very good evidence. Yeah,
How do they know it's a reflection? Yeah. How do we not know that's a different room it's just a glass wall?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like it's a lobby or a waiting room or something for somebody, and you just, the 2 lines on the bottom and the 2 lines on top are just clear glass that you can see through.
I wasn't impressed. Seems mind-feeding. Or a person that doesn't have any idea. Just thinks it is.
Number 9. So it's 7:18 in the morning, and this guy from Pennsylvania's got his coffee in hand ready for the day, completely unaware that he's about to have one of the scariest moments of his life caught on dashcam for all to see. One car crosses over as another stops short, and he has to swerve onto the curb to avoid smashing into them both. If anyone was on the sidewalk, they would have been little more than a red stain on the pavement at this point. Thankfully, it didn't come to that, and the path was clear. Google Maps shows him careen off-road for a bit before straightening out again. So the good news is he didn't spill his coffee, but bad news is he's probably now wide awake and doesn't need it anymore. After such a close call, he might still need to clean the seats anyway. Accidents happen in more ways than one.
Never jump out in front of a semi.
Well, yeah, don't cut in front of him. But also, since he's driving a semi, why is he holding a cup coffee in his hand? You take a drink, you put it back in the cup holder. You have to be alert, especially with a bunch of cars like that, because what do? They cut you off all the time.
Yeah.
It seems to me he wasn't paying very much attention.
Sure.
Number 8. Nothing's creepier than getting followed home by a total stranger, especially one with a personal vendetta against you. A Los Angeles woman had a frightening response to a man's road rage and races home where the scary situation carries over from the highway onto the driveway, all caught on security video. She tries to flee, but it's far too late. She's been spotted, and now he definitely knows where she lives. He's not going to let her go around him, instead taking up the middle of the road so she has nowhere to go except to her garage. That's when things get even weirder. He's caught on camera trespassing into her garage to keep the door from closing, and by now she's expecting to possibly get beaten or worse. That's when he decides to show mercy and leave, for now. There's no question things went too far. Making someone feel intimidated like this is never okay, especially considering he had to have known this woman was all by herself. I don't know who was originally at fault or exactly what happened on the road, but nothing could justify being terrified like this. This stranger is obviously vindictive and holds a grudge. I've got a feeling this might only be the beginning, and we'll keep you updated.
Okay. Ghosts, not scary. Really not scary. Humans, scary. She should have, as soon as she noticed she was being followed, she went straight to the police station.
I've had an experience like that before, and everybody needs to start carrying. They need to start carrying a weapon.
Yeah.
I was just in a drive-through at a McDonald's line when this woman started my window wasn't even down. I just hear it from outside, and I'm like, what is that noise? She is screaming to the top of her lungs, cursing at me. Because she got really close to my car, and I just, got scared because I thought she was going to run into it. That's why she started screaming and cursing at me. And then I knew she was going to follow me when I left that drive-through line. And sure enough, she did. And I had to call 911. And they advised me to go to the police station. And they did pull her over. So, but start carrying people. One flash of that, and that guy probably would have left her alone.
Yeah.
Number 7. Something scary makes a woman lose her mind with fear in the forest. Well, 2 scary things to be more precise.
Smällmördare den här veckan och jag undrar vad han kommer ställa för diagnos på mig. Och alltså...
So this lady from Sweden is super sketched out because she's caught 2 weird creature-like monstrosities on camera. First, we've got glowing eyes under a twisted tree. And, more importantly, whatever this gap-toothed, grinning beast behind the same tree is.
Tooth.
It's wearing a black hood
teeth.
or has black fur or something, and it's just as creepy as can be.
And that
Definitely
I
not
can't
something
tell
you
what
want
it
looking
is.
at you while you're alone and scared in some forsaken woods. She's fleeing too quickly to give us more than a passing glance, but whatever this is, odd and eerie doesn't even begin to describe it. Later, she says she's never felt fear like that before, and didn't believe in the paranormal until that night. The chances of her faking both creatures seems pretty unlikely, so I'm wondering if this video truly is real.
Oh, yeah. So this After Effect thing that we're putting on the screen wasn't helping the video any, because that was just making it even more confusing.
But yeah, it seems mind-seedy to me.
Yeah, that does seem mind-seedy. Like, if you were really scared and saw that, would you be going closer to it? Or would
Well,
you
he
be
said
getting
she
the fuck
didn't
out?
notice it at the time.
Okay, sure. I'll go with it.
Number 6. A kid is making a video of himself playing in a basement that's as haunted as it is creepy. Just the kind of place where a spooky old ghost would hang out, as we're soon about to see. At this point, he and his sister are understandably freaked out because that chair clearly moved all by itself with no one under the table to push it. But the scary stuff is not finished yet. A golden toy moves by itself like a ghost pushed it from across the floor with some degree of force. We don't see the other end, so someone could be holding it off camera, but still. The boy runs away, too scared to scream, and not wanting anything to do with this haunted basement anymore, so it might be real. After seeing this much paranormal activity caught on camera, I can't say I blame him for getting out of there quickly.
Wait, can you play that again? Just rewind it, just... Okay.
Holding it off camera, but still. The boy runs away, too scared to scream, and not wanting anything to do with this haunted basement anymore, so it might be real. After seeing this much paranormal activity caught on camera, I can't say I blame him for getting out of there quickly. Number 5.
Seems mind-seedy to me, because, okay, even if it was kids that set up the camera, they wouldn't put the, because it's obviously he wants to film himself. So he wouldn't put it to where he's off to the side and it's not showing what he's doing, because kids are going to be like, well, it's me. They're going to be center of attention.
Yeah. I don't think a kid would go back. When the chair moved, like, that was it. Like, not going back.
I think someone was standing there saying, look scared.
Yeah, look scared. This is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Siberia is one of the scariest places on Earth if you don't have any outdoor survival skills. Which, let's face it, not many of us do. Anyway, the far eastern parts of the country are especially wild, and I mean that quite literally. Polar bear attacks are not exactly uncommon. In this video, a group of Russian workers quickly scatter when one such animal wanders from the tundra to their construction site in search of something to eat, including them. Listen to what they're saying, and if you can speak Russian, please translate.
Отец, блядь, хуйнёй не занимайся. Прыгнет на тебя, что делать будешь, блядь? Конечно, блядь. Уйди!
They make the mistake of feeding it, presumably in hopes that it'll go away, but this only makes the fearsome animal all the more territorial. One of them comes near and the encounter doesn't go well. The polar bear attacks, but it's more like a warning charge. Still, if there were no steps between the two, I think it might have seriously taken the chance and gone for him. The wild animal hangs around for a bit, and then they lose track of it, which would absolutely be terrifying now that I think about it, and the video ends before we get to see what happens when they climb back down. No doubt it'll be back for more action sometime soon, probably when they least expect it. So the next time you go to work, be glad it's not in Siberia, where a bear is waiting to boss you around 7 days a week. Number...
Just, avoid bears. Don't get closer.
Don't feed them.
Well,
Because now it's going to come back every day like, oh, well, there's food here. And if you run out of food or don't feed it, well, guess what you become?
I don't know. You would figure they would have, like, beer mace on them or some type of, like...
Yeah.
If that's something that's going to happen on your job, I would...
You would be prepared.
I would be vaguely at least prepared, yeah. Want to live.
Oh, okay.
Before my sister tells me another person's dead.
Yeah. Okay, come on.
4. A paranormal investigation has gone wrong in a way that leaves one ghost hunter never the same. The man has 2 cameras set up in a haunted bedroom. He's adjusting one of them when the chair behind him moves a single time like someone is sitting in it. Alarmed, he goes back to his equipment when the paranormal activity picks up again. This time, the chair accompanied by a punching bag. He runs from the moving objects, and in his absence, the haunted room grows still once more.
Okay, so if you were an investigator, you have one camera set up in one corner of the room facing out, you would then put the other camera in the other corner of the room facing the other direction to cast the widest possible view, right? Not right in front of the camera, setting up the other camera.
I have a better explanation. Someone was standing in that cabinet.
Well, no, I'm saying realistically, if you were actually doing
It's fake. It's completely fake.
Oh,
Somebody was standing.
It's mind seed.
Somebody was standing in the cabinet with string because both things went towards the cabinet. There's even one part where the chair kind of slid towards the cabinet, wobbled a little bit. No.
I think we're forgetting to eye roll enough. I don't want to disappoint people.
Do I need to?
Number 3. Here's something you won't see very often. A small humanoid figure caught on camera walking along a pipe suspended above a long row of chemical vats. This almost has to be video editing because the creature should be within their line of sight, but I guess the protective eyewear they have on could be limiting their peripheral vision. According to them, this creature sighting is real and the lab is locked down and undergoing extensive review. Hopefully they'll soon publish the results of their internal investigation so we can all analyze the footage. Number...
Y'all. Come on.
That was so mind seed that I don't
Come
even know where
on.
to go with that one.
Number 2.
So I've been watching these worms crawl around.
It is fish. And
a few minutes ago.
I'm sorry to say, seafood
it's
has
3 days
worms
ago.
in it.
I was going to cook it up tonight. It's May 30th, last day of the best before date.
Here's a video that is as creepy as it gets, literally. Wriggling atop a fresh piece of cod fillet is a fat worm growing plumper with each passing moment. The person who caught this on video is understandably grossed out and upset, but here's an unfun fact you won't soon forget. These wormy parasites are actually common in fish, and it's not a matter of freshness. Quite the opposite. If you've eaten a lot of fish, then you've likely eaten these wormy little guys plenty of times. They were just cooked and not a problem. So the next time you're at your favorite seafood restaurant, try not to creep yourself out thinking of all the cooked worms you're sinking your teeth into, and all the ones you've no doubt eaten in the past. And if the fish isn't properly cooked and a live one gets introduced into your system, well, let's not even go there. Bon appetit.
I don't like fish. I don't like fish at all. And now, let me tell you, I don't ever want fish.
You like salmon.
Salmon.
Well, that's
it.
a fish.
No.
Oh, my nose.
I don't know if I'm going to eat that anymore either. So thank God, Billnose ruining...
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. You knew that.
I probably told you and you just...
Oh yeah, you were probably not talking about the cool stuff I like to hear.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, you're hot, let's go do things.
You don't
I
listen
kind of
to
blank
me.
out when she's not talking about video games and ghosts and
He
stuff.
hears me as a Charlie Brown adult. Wah, 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 wah. Yes.
Seems realistic, to be honest with you. You ready?
Yes.
Number 1. 3 friends go outside because they think they've seen something strange roaming near their house. And guess what? They were right in the worst possible way.
Ah! What?
Is this the side door locked? I don't know, man. Wait, Nick, did you lock the door?
Did you lock it? Did you lock this door? I don't want to get close to the door.
You can even see the person's face.
Make sure it's
Come
on.
on.
Make sure it's on. Make sure it's on.
They stare into the darkness until something utterly evil takes them by surprise. A red, glowing creature hobbling towards them with
It's
2
a
long front limbs
headlamp.
making no noise. Here's a still shot taken at 57 seconds. Look at the long legs, the mantis-like head. That's an unidentified creature, I'm afraid to say. After a while, the horrifying creature starts trying to test doors and windows for weaknesses. Fortunately, it can't seem to quite grasp how to get in. I really hope that it's just one of their friends with red night vision goggles, because if not, it's time to find the sharpest object in the house and wait until dawn. But thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more of everything Billnose.
They
It's
make
very,
flashlights
very mind-seedy.
that have a headband. You put it on your head, and they have different variants on lights. And some of them can be red for emergency purposes. Like if you're out in a car and your interstate car breaks down, whatever, you turn it to red, people know there's something going on. That's what the person had on. And what he called a leg, that was an arm. You could clearly see the elbow and the wrist and the hand.
I don't know. You know, I talk a lot of shit about Mindseed, but at least their fakes are, you know.
Very well done.
Yeah. I mean, going way over the top, though, but at least well done.
Yeah. And plus it was emanating light. Like it was shining on things. Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of another episode. I hope you like and enjoy. If you do, make sure to go to Billnose, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. And if you like us, you know, share it with somebody, because I'm trying and nobody seems to like ye.
There's a lot of haters out there.
Yeah. So When I think of Heather, I go, swing!
I don't got it.
Wayne's World?
Yeah, I think I've watched it one time in my life.
Lead singer of Queen?
What's his name?
Yeah. Oh my
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, okay.
You know
All
I'm
right.
bad with names.
Well, I guess he got to watch that movie before he died. Because the movie
Okay.
didn't come out until, after his death. So, I guess he really...
Until before his death.
Before his death, yeah. You really liked the movie. That was a fun little fact when I was researching some cool sayings to say. I figured she would get the swing thing. But no, she hasn't watched Wayne World a lot. Alright, well... I hope everybody's doing good out there. And as always, Mr. Bingley will say goodbye as always.
Oh no. Say bye, Bingley.
Bye, Bingley.
Bye.
He's just looking at me like, God, I hate you. Stop making me do this. Alright, bye everyone.
Bye.